G'day guys, today I'll be doing a walk around our 200 series Landcruiser, as the title suggests. This is a car that we have built specifically for towing our 3.5 ton caravan around Australia with our kids, which we are currently doing right now. It is a 2019 GXL, so it is by no means the most incredible Landcruiser going around. This is just something that we've built with the budget we had to try and I guess achieve as much as we could, considering weights and prices and that sort of stuff, and also availability of parts. So I'm basically just going to do a little walk around. I won't go into too much specific detail on any particular part. I will put all of the links for the gear I have in the description. The purpose of this video is just purely information. We found when we were getting set up ready to go and doing a lot of research around what we would buy, which products we would use, we found YouTube really helpful. And I'm still seeing now in a lot of the forums and pages on Facebook, there's a lot of questions around the 200 series, gear, mirrors, wheels, roof racks, rear setups, everything. So I am by no means a professional. I'm just an average guy. Just wanted to make this in the hope that it would help people out with making a decision when they're doing theirs. When we purchased this car, it had a 3800 GVM upgrade done by TJM, which included a 2-inch lift. That was something that was a must for us with the amount of gear we have. Definitely something worth looking into if you're going to be trying to pull a big caravan or fully loading your roof and the back of the wagon. Moving around to the side here, we have a 32nd 270 degree awning. We basically chose this one just based on the reviews and things we found online. It was probably at the lower end of the price scale of the 270 degree awnings. I'm not going to open it up and go into too many details. There's plenty of stuff online about these already. We've used it a fair bit on beaches. I don't have any negative feedback on it. I think it's great. Moving on, we have the Clearview mirrors. I like these. I like that so this is them fully extended. They do push right into here, so they sit close to what I say is standard mirror sits. I like the look of them. These have the power fold function, so there is a button in the car just down here that allows the mirrors to fold in for when you're getting into car parks and that sort of thing. The only negative feedback I have about these is I've found they can get a bit sticky sliding them in and out. I did buy some silicone spray and I just regularly wipe these down with a clean rag and put a bit of silicone spray on them, which keeps them sliding nicely. Other than that, I find they're great. Okay, next on the outside here we have the Safari Armax Snorkel. I went this option over the stainless steel options. I like the look of the stainless steel pipes, but I read a lot of reviews and did a little bit of research online. There was a guy that made a video. I'll see if I can track it down and pop it in the description for you. He did a lot of testing on these compared to stainless steel snorkels, and the general outcome was that the air that these bring in is cooler from his testing. You know, there's probably a lot of opinions about that. You know, that's just what I found. Moving on, we have the TJM Signature Alloy Bull Bar on the front. This one was on the car already as well when we bought it. It was in chrome, so I removed it and had it powder coated in a colour very similar to the car. I just like the look of it a lot more. I think it finishes it quite nicely. Coming down the front here, we've got the TJM 1200 pound synthetic rope winch. Don't know a lot about winches, to be honest. I just picked this one because the boys at the TJM told me it was the most heavy duty one that they had there, and it would do the job for getting the vehicle and the caravan out of sticky situations. Okay, moving on to one of the big topics with any vehicle, wheels and tyres. We went for the ROH Assault in a 17-inch wheel, 17 by 9 I believe, and we have them wrapped in the Falken Wildpeak AT3Ws. They are a 285/70/17, and we've just found them to be great so far. I don't do a lot of heavy full driving. Like I said, it's mainly touring, towing the caravan around, getting out to new places and exploring. They still fit really nicely inside the guards, you can see there. Only just a small part of the edge of the tyre, so they're fitted legally. And I just think they look really nice. Once again, wheels are a huge personal preference. Most people would be familiar with this. We've got the Rhino platform rack with the backbone. Basically, I had the choice out of that and the ARB rack. I liked the look of the backbone, to be honest. This one fits really nice. I fitted it myself. I think it's pretty reasonably priced compared to other things. Just jumping back up to the top here, we have 4 Maxtrax, and they are fitted to the Pioneer rack with a Kaon fold down bracket. So when we remove the Maxtrax, or if and when we remove the Maxtrax, and we have everything else removed off the roof, it's an option just to fold those brackets down to reduce the overall height of the car, help it get into shopping centre car parks and things. We have done a similar thing with the 32nd awning. 32nd sell these quick release brackets. So this L bracket here slides into this section here. So all I have to do is take that padlock off on both sides, another one on that side, and the awning just slides straight off. So with that removed, the Maxtrax off and my boards off, the car still fits into, I believe, a 2.2 car park, which is perfect for the missus for shopping and stuff. A recent feature as well we just threw on was one of these STEDI Light Bars. It just fits straight underneath or in front of the platform rack there with some brackets, also from STEDI. I'm not a big pro when it comes to light bars. A mate of mine just got one of these and loved it, so rather than doing the research, I just went on his recommendation. We've used it a few times so far and it's bloody bright, it's awesome. I rate it big time. I'll pop the exact model in the description. This is a great little addition with the antenna as well. Just this little bracket sits here and just means that your antenna or aerial isn't sticking out on the bull bar in the way. I really love that. It's a great little feature. Autobahn fitted that one for us. Moving on to the back of the car. So we had to put a little bit of a drop toe ball on here to just help the van sit right. That was just something I got locally. It's a 4-ton rated hitch. And we've also fitted the stone stomper. As you can see, it runs all the way from the back there under the van and just reduces the likelihood of stones bouncing up and banging into your gear at the front. We don't even have a stone guard at all on the front. The van didn't come with one and I didn't need to put one on because I fitted this thing myself. Okay, moving under the hood, we have the Moonlight stainless steel airbox. I fitted this with the Snorkel. It's great, makes a sick sound. The filters are awesome that are in there as well. Big improvement on the standard box in my opinion. Donaldson have now released their 200 series airbox and a lot of people are saying that's great as well, so definitely a lot of options with the airbox. Do your homework. Over here, so we got our primary battery and our secondary battery. This one just runs the fridge in the back. REDARC DC to DC charger. This was already in the car when I bought it. I don't know a lot about that stuff, but I'll pop the links for this particular model in the description. Definitely do your homework when it comes to DC to DC stuff. Definitely need to make sure you're getting the right gear for your power requirements. We don't have a crazy touring setup in the back of this vehicle. Most of the things that we have are in the van. So this was purely just to run the fridge in the back. We have a oil catch can over here, which the previous owner fitted as well. And other than that, she's pretty stock under the hood. All right, moving to the exhaust. We have a Manta turbo back exhaust, twin 3-inch into a single 4. I really love this system. It adds a really nice note to the car. It runs from the back here as a single 4 in stainless steel into a center muffler and then out into twin 3s up to the turbos. It's not super loud. There is a slight drone when towing. It's not bad though. It's something that's just personal. Some people hate the drone. I love the sound of the car, so to have a little bit of a drone under certain load, mainly around speeds that we're not traveling at for long periods of time, like 90 odd kilometers an hour, it's totally worth it for me. I just love the sound of them when you can hear that V8. All right, moving inside here, it is messy. We are on the road. We have the Sandgrabba floor mats. I really like these. They keep the carpets in good nick. They hold water, sand, all sorts of stuff. So we've got them on the passenger side as well, and then in the back for the kids, one that covers the whole back. As you can see, they make a bloody mess in here, so definitely well and truly worth having. For the seat covers, we've got the Wetseat company ones. So these are a neoprene seat cover. They're great. We spend a lot of time on the beach, so these are great. They keep your seats dry. The kids can spill stuff on them and it's not going to wreck the car. So we have a Uniden radio. Don't know a lot about two-ways either. Just chose this one on a recommendation. The one good thing I do love about how it's been set up is we just have a little plug down here, so that can just come out. So when we're not using the radio, which is majority of the time, this just gets chucked in the glove box and I'm not always banging my leg on the cord down here. EC Offroad head unit. So the 200 series have a rubbish head unit in them. This one is great. It's a really good fit. Goes all the way around to the edges. It's got a great display. Once again, I won't go into too much detail because there's a lot more info on these online already. I'd just be doubling up, but I love that, being able to have your CarPlay and all that sort of stuff on. We also have airbags in the rear, which we had fitted specifically for towing. We have the Airbag Man wireless kit, which is controlled by this little remote. So you've just basically got your left and right airbag up on the top and down in the bottom. So this little wireless reader here that goes into the cigarette lighter spot just gives you your pressure on each side. That's been a game changer for us as well, being able to pump up and deflate from the car. It's a luxury for sure, so I rate that big time if you can afford it. We also have the UltraGague, great bit of kit. Has been really good to be able to keep an eye on temps and things while we're driving. We have also had one moment where the car went into limp mode because of an EGR issue, so this little thing saved us big time there. We were not in a great place. We couldn't get anyone out there to help us at the time, so we were able to luckily fix it and use this bit of gear to reset the code and get us back on the road without the car limping along. All right, moving into the back. So towing a 3.5 ton van, weight was a huge issue for us. So we had to be really mindful of that when deciding what to do in the back. As you can see, I've left one side free here which has always got something in it. We try to keep it pretty minimal because it's good for things like groceries and that when we're trying to load up. So on this side I have fitted a single drawer from MSA. I really rate their gear. I looked at a lot of drawer options, cheaper ones, more expensive ones, custom options. For an off-the-shelf product, this is the best I could find. I'm not saying it is the best, just the best that I could find at the time. It's really sturdy. It sort of has a little function there that the rollers lock into place, so if you're on a hill or one of the kids bumps it, it doesn't slam shut and jam their fingers. As you can see, there is plenty of room in there. I've got a few tools and a bit of surf gear and recovery gear, and I have it built in with the wing panels as well, just for making it nice and tidy. I can store some more things up there. I have fixed an ARB fridge slide directly to the top of the drawer and just have a little Dometic 45 litre fridge up on top there. So that just comes out. To be honest, it's not the best sitting up there. To get into the fridge, I've sort of got to, either reach over in there or climb up onto the back to get things in and out. And as you can see, the lid does foul on the actual tailgate there. I was aware of this when I did it. I just wanted it up on top of the drawer, so I still had all of this space down here. Just a personal choice. It wasn't the best option. It is the best I could come up with at the time, and it is working for us, even though it's not perfect. But when you've got limited money and time, and weight is a factor, then you just have to make do with what you can. Our little TJM compressor stashed away in that little cupboard space there. I can just obviously grab that out, hook the air hose up and use that for our tyres and bike tyres, kids balls, inflatable toys that we use in the creeks and things while we're travelling. So that's a great little addition as well, if you can manage to get one of those little compressors fitted. Alright, that pretty much wraps us up there. As I said, I didn't go into too much detail on any of the specifics. I will post links in the description for all of the gear, and I will post some links to other videos that I watched that go into much more detail about the gear, like the exhaust and the UltraGague. I hope this video has helped you out. Please feel free to drop any questions in the comments section and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Hope you've enjoyed it, and cheers for watching.